You start now?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay. Friends, good evening once again. Today, again, it's Dr. Gad Kirenga from Genuine Kunga Therapy. We are going again to discuss about this topic. Your child understands but doesn't speak. What can you do as a parent, as a caregiver, as a friend, as a concerned neighbor? What can you do? What are you going to do for this child? And we'll receive your questions. So I welcome you all, those who are on TikTok and those who are on YouTube. Kindly say hi as you join so that we can welcome you all.
Okay. I want to say hi. There's Nyokabi.
Nyokabi, welcome.
There's Mpishi.
Yes.
Hodari.
Yes.
There's Shiko.
As you join, you can even tell us where you are from, whether it's from. We really want to know which areas you are coming from. By the way, I want to give you good news. Soon, the people in Mombasa, you are not going to suffer again. We're bringing a team for you. People in Mombasa, we are bringing services closer to you. Also, people in Nakuru, they are at Freedom International. You're going to be receiving Kunga Therapy services. And if you got a child who is non-verbal, the child with speech delay, and you are in Nakuru or in Eldoret, and all those areas near Nakuru, you'll be receiving, you'll be getting your child for treatment at Freedom International. Also, for people in Voi, Mombasa, and the coastal areas, in this coming month, you can start telling your friends. And if you have a child and you're in Mombasa and you know another parent also, you can tell each other so that you can now start booking. That by the time we start, you are already in line of people who are going to be served. So the number you are going to still be reaching us on, whether you are in Nakuru, whether you are in or areas near Nakuru, or whether you are in Mombasa, I'm giving you the number again. It's a +254. Mombasa, Nakuru, +254 7977 05870. This is also the same number you can, if you are not in Kenya and you want to help your child understand but does not speak. What that means, it means he's able to hear, his auditory centers are working very well. In the frontal lobe, he's able to process sound and language very well. In most cases, many of these children who are nonverbal, they understand. So he has got speech. He has his understanding in the frontal lobe is very perfect. In the temporal lobe, especially in the Wernicke's area, he's able to process language and sound, and the speech even reaches the frontal lobe around in the Broca's area where we do speech production. So, but now the problem comes with articulation. This book is for you. This book contains on what are the things can you do at home starting from today to help your child. We've talked a lot about what is autism, what is speech delay, what are the causes, which part of the brain are involved in those problems, whether it's Down syndrome, whether it's cerebral palsy, whether it's speech delay. because speech delay is also different from ADHD, and speech delay is different from autism. I see many people confusing the three. So we've talked a lot about those topics, but now it is time that you get into action. Yes, motivators are everywhere. There are many motivators who tell you, yeah, things will work out. Yeah, things will work out. Believe in your child. Yes, it's good. Believe in your child, but do something. So now we want to enter into action. That's why we don't want to just have now even people in Nairobi. Even in Mombasa, you're going to get Kunga therapy services to improve your child attention, to improve your child's speech, to improve your child's eye contact, and reduce hyper. Kunga therapy, you've seen a lot of testimonials here in the account. And of course, some parents are not comfortable being filmed to show their faces. And that's why many prefer to make voice notes at the center. Then they even give us, they even consent for us to post them. We don't post them for, they don't allow the videos, those short recordings to be posted just for the sake of posting. They allow those recordings to be posted for you to know that it's actually possible, to know that your nonverbal child, one day he can speak a word, to know that, because many parents are confused. They have tried this, they have tried that, they have gone to that country, they have gone to this country, they went for this therapy, for that therapy, but things never worked. So some parents have actually given up. But these testimonies are here, and these parents are agreeing to share their testimonies with you so that you don't give up on your child, so that you get hope again. So that's why not just people in Nairobi, now even people in Mombasa are going to be able to access Kunga therapy. So we've given you the number. You can start making plans for, you can just text on the number, then you book an appointment in this coming month. People in Nakuru at Freedom International, and the people in Mombasa and the coastal areas, you're going to be using that number. So for now, you parents who are outside Kenya, by the way, there are still parents who come in Kenya. Today I received someone from Arusha. Some of you who are in Arusha, it's just 3 hours, 3 or 4 hours from Arusha to Nairobi. So it's not far from you. And there is no place which can be far from you when you want to help your child, as long as there is hope, for sure. Because with Kunga therapy, this is something you can come in Lavington and see by your face. It's happening. Children are getting attention. Children are getting eye contact. Children are able to start speaking some words. Children are able to sleep. Children are able to start eating everything. Children are able to start using toilet. A child who has been toilet trained for the last 5 years and there was no breakthrough, it's happening. Sometimes I don't like to speak it because it's very hard for you as the service provider to say things. But when someone comes and see by themselves, it actually helps them. So don't lose hope and don't give up on your child. So if you are in another country, you're in Europe, you're in Germany, you're in France, and maybe because you have travel restrictions, you can't come in Africa, this book is for you. Many of you have taken it, and I think I'm going to start even sharing I'll ask consent from parents who have used the book and are seeing some breakthrough with their children. I'm going to start asking them. There's a parent who is in Germany. She wrote to me yesterday. She said she's got eye contact with the advice, with the counsels she got in this book. this parent guide, because we are not service providers. We want to solve these problems. We want to help as many children as possible. It might be your child, it might be your neighbor's child. So if you're in Europe and you're not able to come in East Africa, this book is for you. Take the, grab the copy, read it, read especially chapter 7, 8, and 9, and chapter 14. So practice what is in the book, and many parents actually, even when they buy the book, they still come back to me. They ask me, we've tried this, we are doing this, we have been able to do this, what are we going to do now? So just take the first step. Don't you know, there is a saying that consistency beats motivation every day. You know, motivation, someone will come, tell you, speak to your emotion, and you feel good at the moment. And some parents really want, also they need therapy. But you see, motivation alone is not enough to change, because being motivated is not going to help the child, but action is going to help. Stopping that screen time is going to help. Encouraging your child, or even doing everything you can, like wrote in this book, to improve his sleep, that one is going to help. Encouraging encouraging discussion, like you want your child to talk with him more. Because like there is a video where we made, still I welcome many of you on TikTok, to go on our YouTube channel, Jane Lukunga Therapy Kenya, and you subscribe for longer videos. There's a video we made where we talked about how the signs which you might see and see that your child is actually about to speak. And from there, we even advise, if your child is at this point, do this now. Those signs we outlined. One of the signs we said, if your child now is able to have eye contact, he has eye contact, he's no longer trying to isolate himself, now he can sit around at the dining with other people, he's no longer trying to shut himself away from other people. There are 5 things. Let me outline them again. Your child has now got eye contact. These are signs that your child is about to speak. He has got speech in his brain, like we said in this book. He just needs a little push for now for it to come. He has got eye contact. The child now is no longer trying to isolate himself. Now he's able to be around people, no longer isolating. When he wants something, or when he wants to speak something, he uses gestures, he points at something, or he takes you to that thing. These are signs that the child is about to speak. So now, you as a parent, when you see these signs, don't stop there. And another thing, his concentration or attention has improved.
Someone is asking you to talk more about hyperactivity.
By the way, hyperactivity is one of those things that it's a game changer. Once that one goes, my friend, a lot changes. There is a video we made, which I still ask many of you to go back and watch the videos, because you might not be able to buy this book or get a copy of this book. It's very cheap, which is going to educate you a lot. But you can go through the videos which we post on TikTok whereby we talk about these things. So this thing about hyperactivity, if your child reaches a time when he's no longer hyperactive, it's also one of the signs that he's about to speak. So just because someone asked about it, let me talk a little bit about it, because like we promised, every time you ask a question, we'll be covering it for you. So hyperactivity, when the child is hyperactive, that's a sign that he has this regulation problem or coordination problem. What does that mean? That means the brain is sending mixed signals to the body. So when you see him moving sometime, and that's why we encourage parents, don't hold children down, like don't force them to sit when they're in that hyper mode. Because that one will increase frustration, pressure, and the child might even shut down. So the best thing to do when he's hyper, let him be. Understand that at the moment the brain is giving mixed signals to his body. He's not moving because he wants to move. He's moving because that's the command the brain is giving the body. And one of also other reasons you find, when the nervous system is overactive, the stress level, the body pass, when the nervous system is overactive, the brain receives not enough blood and oxygen supply. And most of the children are born with an overactive nervous system. So the brain perceives that as a stress. The body perceives that as a stress. So what does it do? It releases more stress hormones. The stress hormones I'm speaking about here, they are called cortisol. My friend, if someone would inject a lot of cortisol in your body right now, I'm telling you, you would not be able to sit still. You would not. Now imagine a child. So when you try to fight him, to stop him from moving, it's like trying to stop a car. Someone has started just a car, and the car is moving. So if you use your strength to hold it, that's not the right way. Switch off the car. So there is something inside causing him to do those movements. He has got more cortisol levels, more stress hormones. There's a parent I received today, and they have an unverbal child. And one of the things they asked me this question: why does our child why is he always hyper and never sit still? But when we give him phones and or turn on TVs for him to watch cartoons, or we even give him the remote to turn on anything he wants, why does he get calm? That is a sign that shows you that the reason why cartoon is able to calm him down, is because it is triggering some reward systems. It is sensory stimulating, and he's getting some dopamine from that, which is counteracting the stress levels which he had, which were high. So the first thing for a child who has got hyper you can do as a parent is actually to understand the child. Understand what is happening with him. Yeah, oh, okay, he's in hyper mode. He has got more stress, the stress levels are high. The cortisol levels are high, the dopamine levels. Because for us, the reason why I'm able to sit, or even you're able to watch us now and stay with us for more than 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes and concentrate, it's because you've got a lot of dopamine. Dopamine, dopamines are hormones that help our body to motivate us to concentrate. So without enough dopamine, you wouldn't even have been able to study until you finalize your university or a master's or a doctorate. So it is because of dopamine that you're able to do that. So now for him, when you see him moving in class and he's not able to sit, he doesn't have the engine which would help him to concentrate like you do or like other children do. So he's got low dopamine. And I've explained a lot to you now about hyperactivity and how it behaves and all that and what's happening. Now we would want to know what's the solution. So this is what you can do. You are not going to force your child to sleep because you can't force a body to sleep. There has to be something which can help a body to sleep. This is what you're going to do. Engage your child into sport activities. We've talked a lot about how sport activities are actually going to improve blood flow and oxygen supply. What are these going to do? Oxygen supply and blood flow are going to awaken some neural pathways, whether in the cerebellum, whether in the frontal lobe, whether in the temporal lobe. They are going to do that work for you. You see, the fact that maybe you are not in Kenya to be able to access Kunga therapy does not mean that you should just give up on your child. Because parents who are doing this advice we are giving you are seeing results. So now you find the problem is not in not being advised. You find now the problem is just people take too long, say, to start. Just start. You know, even in business, there is no best time to start whatever, whether it's business, whether it's training your child. The best time, there is no time when you be ready. Maybe you might be working on a certain project at work, say, oh, let me start that next month, let me start that in July. But that is taking your child's time. We said how, if you do sport activities and your child is below 5 years, you've got sport activities, jumping, learning games, which are going to improve blood flow, oxygen supply to the brain, which are going to improve body-brain connection, which are going to improve brain connectivity and engagement. And on top of that, you are doing it when the brain is able to adapt, reorganize, and strengthen itself, if it's prompted, if it's stimulated.
Oh, someone is also asking, does diet contribute to hyperactivity?
From experience, there are parents who tried some supplements, especially like this one called Lion's Mane, and they tell you that their children actually got more hyper. But even doesn't make sense. If the best nutrition, the best thing you can do for your child is to give him natural food. Natural food are not going to increase hyper. Actually, they are going to reduce, like bananas. You know, let me ask you a question, and you're going to prove me right. You've seen your child who is hyper, in most cases, around 3 or 4 p.m., he wants to eat a lot of bananas. I've even received comments from parents who told me, why does he want to eat more than, can you believe he eats 3 bananas? There's a way God created our body in such a way that sometimes we crave for things which we have some deficiency in. So I've had many parents who told me that their children, every time they could find some bananas, around 2 p.m., they wanted to eat more than even 3 or 5. They say, what should we do? I said, let him eat, even if he eat 100 bananas. They are not going to cause him any problem. These are natural food. But what bananas does for their brain, when their neurological energy is very low, in most cases, around 2, 3, and they eat some bananas, they find some relief. So even if maybe your child is not able to eat them because you don't even buy them, but how much are bananas, sincerely? They are very cheap. And if bananas can help increase the neurological energy for your child, why can't you buy them? Some children, because of these sensory issues, being sensory sensitive, they find their body craving for these healthy fats which are in the eggs and the avocados. So why can't you buy them? So get him 1 avocado every day, even 2. Get him 2 eggs every day. By the way, there has been a saying for many years that eggs increase weight and all that, but that has always been a lie, because the many research that have been published in the last 3 years have shown, in the last actually 5 years, have shown that actually eggs reduce weight. So you are going to give your child 2 eggs every day, 1 avocado, and 2 bananas, or even 5. Then you're going to give him a lot of fish, but mainly focus on those fruits: avocados, bananas, eggs, oranges. Now take your child for sport activities. We said in this book how we said it in chapter 14 on daily structure. Doing running, ball playing, and jumping 15 to 30 minutes a day. So do that. In the first week, you might not be able to succeed. You might even refuse. In the second week, in the third week, just treat the first month as an introduction. Then from the second month, guess what? He might actually now start really playing, engaging in those sports. So when you achieve that, you'll be improving blood supply to the brain and oxygen supply to the brain, and that one will calm down the nervous system.
Okay. Someone is also asking, what's the best type of banana to give my daughter, and what's the right time to eat it?
Of course, the right time, even in the mornings, it's okay. You can give him, let's say, 1 banana in the morning, another one afternoon, and another one evening. But when you see him going hyper, you can even give him 2 in the afternoon, because these are natural food. They are not going to cause any problem to him. And when you say about what type of bananas, these, I'll call them these ripe bananas. As long as they are bananas, they are going to, these ripe bananas, these fruits, they are going to help improve, that glucose is really going to help, especially this B6 that is in the bananas. It is going to provide more neurological energy to their brain and nervous system.
And then another one was asking, for how many years? Like the diet you described, for how many years should you give your child?
You can do even for life. You know, these are not costly. Secondly, these are harmless. The reason why trying a certain supplement over the time might even contribute to some excess and cause problems, because some of us, we give children supplements when they have not even been assessed by a proper professional nutritionist. Because if you give the child more magnesium, yet he doesn't have any deficiency with that, you're not really helping. You are causing problems. But now, there are these types of food that contain these magnesium, zinc, iron, like these pumpkin seeds, walnuts, and you give him these other that contain omega-3, omega-9 fatty acids like eggs, avocados. So all these types of food we say which contain zinc, magnesium, iron, omega-3, omega-9, omega-3 fatty acids like eggs, fish, omenas, bananas, oranges, pumpkin seeds, walnuts. These ones, they are not going to cause any problem, even if he eats them for 30 years. Even us for better brain health, we are recommended to take them later on. Children who have got speech delay, who really need something to boost brain. So just give them to him as long as possible. And again, I'm still reminding you people, next month, people in Mombasa, we're bringing Kunga therapy services for you. If you are a mother, or your father, you've got a child, you're in Mombasa, and you've been yearning for Kunga therapy services to help improve your child's speech, this is your time. So keep telling each other and get back to us on this number, +254 79 770 5870. Make appointments. The same way with people in Nakuru at Freedom International, we are going to be giving you Kunga therapy services, because one thing that Kunga therapy really does well, it reduces hyper completely. Yeah, I think you've seen it even in the testimonials. In the first 10 days, that's what every parent say. In the first 10 days, in the first 10 days, in the first 10 days, in the first 8 days, the first 9 days, my child was able to calm down. My child got attention. My child is able now to sleep. My child today talked 2 words, new words of him. By the way, that's a very big thing. When your child make 2 new words or even 1 new word of him, or he reply to something, it is showing you that different 5 parts of the brain are now coordinating well, have coordinated well for that word to come out. Let me say, even for us to say a simple word like mama, cerebral systems have to be in line and have to be coordinating well with temporal lobe, frontal lobe, limbic system, sensory integration systems. So all these work together, and even the body has to respond to them for just that one word to come, and even attention has to be there. So we are seeing a lot of testimonials, and we want to see even more, because like I said, many parents, they are refusing videos, of course, for privacy, but they are agreeing to give you these audios so that you can see that it's still possible. There is hope for your child. And that's why even now, there are many parents who really been writing to us saying, why can't you approach us in Nakuru? Why can't you approach us in Mombasa? Now you're going to get Kunga therapy services there. And
asking where in Mombasa?
They can just text us, and we are going to communicate to you the place. So for people who are not in Kenya, this is the book that is helping many parents. Yesterday I received a comment of a parent in Germany. Actually, let me read it well. Let me read it here. Yeah. She told me, thank you, please. I just finished reading the chapter 7, 8, and 9. And then she told me that on 14th May 2026. But then, yesterday, yes, it was 14th May. No, the time she read the page, it was around 14th May. Yes, 14th May. Then, yesterday it was which date? Yesterday it was 28th. She said, good evening, how are you? My son is responding to his name now. And what did I reply to him? I told him, good evening, that is very encouraging. Responding to his name is an important development step because it shows improvement in attention, interaction, awareness, and regulation. Please continue with no screens, more interaction and play. Calling his name during fun activities, small improvements matters a lot. So this is a parent who is in Germany, who is trying. You see, we need to move from the place of being helpless to the place of actually now trying, actually now making small steps, actually now doing something. Let me tell you, however small it might be, let's say today you've managed to make sure that every time you go to the market, you make sure you buy all these types of food that we recommend you. And you've succeeded in doing that every week. That's a big progress. Because last month, you were lazy to do that. You were fearful that maybe it will not yield result. But this week, you managed to do that. This month, you've managed to make sure that avocados, eggs, oranges, bananas are there. Omenas, which he needs. And you've successfully helped him to eat them. That's a big progress you've done. Now, next month, say, let me now start sport activities like learning games, ball playing, and jumping. You try even 5 minutes. Congratulate yourself, because right here we are talking about a mother and a child, a father and a child. So you making that sacrifice, you need to be congratulated. You need to be appreciated. God appreciates you, and that you and your child, when he grows, he will appreciate you. We thank our parents because they sacrificed for us. We are where we are because of the sacrifices they made for us. So this book, it might not promise you a cure like we wrote here. This is not a book of promises. It is a guide to understanding. Because when you understand what is happening, you can take the right steps. So this book does not promise you the cure, but it guides you to the right steps to how now you are going to help your child. So it is here. We have it in soft copy. I really want you guys to have it because now that it is helping other parents, it can also help your child. So it is here. We can give you it. We have it in PDF. We have it in hard copies at here in Lavington. But for parents who are not in East Africa, they are getting it mostly in the PDF copies.
Okay. We have 20 minutes, so I think maybe you can address questions. Start with Mpishi Hodari.
Mpishi.
A child who is 8 years does not know how to write,
Mm.
and his concentration is down.
A child?
Who is 8 years,
Mm.
doesn't know how to write,
Mm.
and the concentration is down.
The child is 8 years. That's the first.
Yeah. Can't write.
Mm-hmm.
Concentration is down.
Mm. So he's asking what
That's just how he or she has written.
this child still have a chance. Because you see, even though we say the neuroplasticity is at the peak below 5 years, but even after 5 years, it is still working. So any intervention you are going to do, it is really going to help your child. Just start, don't wait. Start.
Okay. Sophia,
Sophia.
I'm from Kenya, Nairobi. What causes curved spine? What causes curved spine? Like a curved spine.
For children with cerebral palsy, by the way, we are helping many children with cerebral palsy, and we combine it all into non-verbal thing, because even children with cerebral palsy are having that. But some children are really born with either hyperkyphosis or scoliosis or curved spine, like she's saying. And if the child is born that way, still some improvement can be done. We've had, because our spine is elastic, it's not all static. We've had testimony, we've had experiences, cases where the children, even the spine had gone like, had curved almost like this. But with therapy, with proper stimulation, it was able to come back like this. So, and it happened mainly for children who are below 5 years. So if your child is still below 5 years, I would encourage you to really bring, you said you are in Nairobi, just bring him at the center. We assess, we will be able to see what are we really going to achieve. If he's a little bit older, it might be difficult, but if he's below 5 years, there is hope. And on top of that, what we keep telling parents, if you've got a child with CP, the most thing you should focus now on, it's not speech. Focus on the mobility. Focus on this coordination part. When he, by the time he is able to sit and stand, by the way, even from the time when they start standing, they start speaking. So, and even with autism, ADHD for them they talk. Autism, mainly what we encourage parents, work on hyper. Work on hyper, work on reducing hyper every day. Dream about that, think about how that one is going to be worked on.
Okay.
And how to improve attention.
Another one. Neo. My daughter just turned 2. Hyperactive. Limited speech.
Hyperactive.
Limited speech. And can't form sentences on her own.
And she's 2.
Yeah, 2 years. Hyper, limited speech, can't form sentences on her own.
That's a concern. The fact that she has hyper, she might have autism, but we can be able to tell if you bring her for assessment. So, but you also have a very big chance because she's 2 years. Let me tell you, for children with 2 years, my friend, you parents, you have a lot of chances in the world. But the chances you have is because if you act now, the hyper can go, the speech can improve, but when you wait, it becomes difficult. Candy.
She's asking activities for 9 months old.
Mm.
Because when I want to do work, I find myself putting cartoon for him.
Hyperactivity for?
No, she's just saying she's asking for activities for the 9-month-old child when she's working, because she always puts cartoon for him.
Ariko, man. What's her name?
Candy.
Candy, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that for sure? You put cartoon for a child of 9 months. That's very bad. Because that one is going to take his neurological energy, it is going to stop interaction, and his communication is going to be interrupted.
Now she's asking for the activities that she can do instead of that.
Stop that screen. If possible, sell that phone and use these small phones which have no screen. But what you are doing is really bad for the child. So what instead you should do, talk with about a 9 months child, mainly there is no delay there. But this screen, if you keep to give it to your child, when he turns 1 year and 8 months, when he should be saying like mama, daddy, things like that, he might not be able to do what? To speak. So stop that. Stop that screen.
Nikki
Nikki.
is asking, how can I get my 3-year-old to sleep at night?
Why can't you bring your child to Kunga therapy, Nikki? With just few sessions, children get sleep. Even the first 7 days, actually, all of them, they get sleep. So just bring your child if you are in Kenya. If you are not in Kenya, this book contains most advices you would need.
Okay.
Because if your child is having trouble with sleeping, I can even advise you what to do. Take him for exercises, sport activities. They are going to exhaust his body, improve blood supply, oxygen supply, and even improve regulation. So these hormones you need for sleeping are going to be easily released when the stress levels have gone down. So try that. But if you're in Kenya, why can't you bring him at our center and we help you with that completely? Katrina.
He's asking, hi doc, my son needs the body-brain connection to speak. How can we help him?
Sport activities can improve body-brain connection. But if you want it faster and more accurate, you just bring your child at Kunga therapy, because that's what we do on a daily basis. That's what actually Kunga therapy does. It improves body-brain connection. And then that's how children calm down. Then have the hyper goes, the attention comes, the eye contact comes, and even speech comes.
Okay. Hajia. How can I make my 2-year-old daughter gain confidence to sit without support?
Support sitting as much as possible. And that's what we said in this book. Don't just give up on the first week, on the second week. Keep doing it. The first month, make it as an introduction. So support sitting as much as possible. That one will help. Or if you are in Kenya, why can't you bring your child here to Kunga therapy?
Okay.
If your child is below 5, we sit and is able to sit it is not going to be a problem with Kunga therapy, because Kunga improve that coordination and the body-brain connection, and the children they sit, even stand. By the way, Tasnim.
Saying my son is 2.5. Doesn't walk yet, or just walks with support.
He doesn't walk,
Yeah.
but he walks with
Only
support.
walks with support, yeah. He doesn't talk also.
Talking is not a problem for a child with CP, because that's what I'm suspecting. Is she in Kenya?
UK.
She's UK.
I don't know. I think it's I don't know if it's he or she, but they're in the UK.
Oh. The child is 2.5 and is not able. But there are some parents you have here from UK. If you really can, why can't you bring your child? He's still 2.5 years. At least you'll be able to go back when the child can be able to sit. So the best advice I could give you, bring your child. If you can't, take this book and practice the exercises we put in, especially like supporting sitting, supporting neck, tummy time, and all that.
Okay.
Jinsey.
What supplements can be given to a Down syndrome baby?
You know, supplements alone are not enough, and you really shouldn't focus a lot on supplements, but you can give your child these types of food that have omega-3, like fish, omenas. So give him those. But more importantly, for a child with Down syndrome, that means that the cerebellum is very small compared to his normal children, and that one end up affecting speech and movement, and even their brain goes very slow. You can try sport activities. They are going to help a lot. You know, sport activities, I keep talking about them because I know they've worked for many parents. Or bring your child here at Kunga Therapy in Lavington. Now, even for people in Mombasa, we are bringing our services to you. Even people in Nakuru. So just bring your child for any of the nearest center to you, whether it's in Nakuru, whether it's in Mombasa, or whether it's here in Nairobi. Because he said, how old is the child?
17 months.
Yeah, you have a lot of chances in the world.
I'm seeing many people asking about how to get the book.
How to get the book? Just text me 079 +254 79 77 05870. You get it on WhatsApp right away. 07 +254 79 77 05870. And again, I have good news for you, especially for parents who are abroad and are not able to access Kunga Therapy and really want to help their children. We are about to release a software system. It's an application. It will be on Apple Store. You go in the Play Store and download the app, and you'll be able to learn some Kunga basics you can do for your child. And again, in the system, there is a way we'll be even tracking progress. You'll be asking for support. Even while you are helping your child, you'll be able to ask me personally on you are this stage, you've got eye contact, you've got attention, what's in the next stage. So we'll be working with you remotely through the app, and you'll be able to access the application from wherever you are in the world, because whether it's modules, whether it's progress, now when will be on the step of helping your child, it's just a great app and it's coming. So I know many of you feel, oh, we wish you were in Kenya, we'll be helped, but you're going to still get help even where you are in Belgium, in Germany, in France. You'll be able to get help.
In the last 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe the last question.
So the last question, you can. Yes, you can. You can lead it. It's okay. You can.
Someone is asking, this is KDK.
KDK.
Is asking, does detoxing help even if the child is eating healthy food?
Health food.
She's asking if detoxing your child helps.
For me, what I always recommend, try food, natural food, because there are some children whom it has really helped from the stories I've heard, but there are also some who have really not got any help with that. So one of the things, because our brain is closely linked, is closely connected with our gut organs, one of the things you can really do to improve the gut system of your child, it's improving sleep. Because once the brain settles, even the gut organs now start working well. So improve sleep and also improve and work on sport activity, because sport activities are going also to calm down the nervous system. Because from the nervous system, that's where you have from thoracic 6 to 12, that's why you have the sympathetic nerves that are connected to actually the gut organ. So when the nervous system is overactive, even those the connection between the brain and the gut becomes a problem. So work on improving, work on sport activities, get your child for sport activities, jumping, running games, and swimming. By the way, swimming, this is one of the things that actually children loves. Take your child for swimming. So this is going to calm down the nervous system, improve calmness, and the child is going to improve sleep. Even his gut issues are going to reduce completely, are going to really go down. So, and actually those are the things I would want to recommend. So I give a closing remark.
Yeah.
I'm reminding you again, we are bringing Kunga therapy services closer to you in Mombasa. I know many of you, I've seen in the comments asking, when are you coming? When are you helping us in Mombasa? Nairobi is very far from us. Next month, Kunga therapy services will be available in Mombasa. So you can start booking your appointment through DM us on TikTok, or write to us on 079-770-5870. The same way for people in Nakuru, many of you have been crying in silence. wishing to be in Nairobi, but Kunga therapy services are going to be closer to you in Nakuru at Freedom International. So book your appointment and get your child for intervention while it is still early. Still, we are open here in Lavington for people in Nairobi, for people in Arusha, or even suburbs of Nairobi. You can find us here at Lavington, Valleyfield Court. We are open from Monday to Sunday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Again, for parents abroad, in France, in Germany, Belgium, we are happy with the testimonies we are getting from parents who have actually started doing the advices they got from this book, and they are seeing improvement with their child. So if you are not able to really come here in Africa, take this copy. Read especially chapter 7, 8, and 9, and chapter 14. They contain what can you do from today to help your child. So what matters is not motivation. What matters is what you're going to do. So consistency beat motivation every day, every time. So I remind you, we are on YouTube. We are still live on YouTube. You can go there, subscribe, hit the subscribe button, share, put on your WhatsApp group, because there are many parents you don't know that they have the same problem that you have, are there silently suffering. But posting a content like this, it is going to help another parent who is out there. Because of stigma, some parents are actually afraid to come out and even share their problems in the society because of fear of being judged. But by posting contents like this, you might help someone. So thank you so much. See you again on Monday, the same time.